Okay, just let's get in the third part of this Earth Day. Okay, so how do you feel when you are a copious person? You feel like you are abundant? If you are not feeling like you don't have that kind of curiosity, you even you even used to feel, there was a time you used to feel, but at this time, who cares about you, man? Because you feel like you have a sufficient and enough knowledge about yourself and the people who the entire you feel like you have entire things knowledge over here. Then who cares about him? And you don't come to you wouldn't like to care about any person and anything. So that's why you feel like you would like to pontificate instead learning, instead studying, so the studying and learning are not kind of that kind of things are not for you. You come to recognize and consider in a journey. But there's a process, a person keep learning each and everything until his death. So in the same way, we have to amplify all these things in my life, in our life. So once we come to what amplify all this in our life, even in that case, we come to know the value of our civilization existence or anything like that, whatever is around us, and we are actually surrounded by all these what social norms and values, or character, what moral things and characteristics. So if we stay work by staying within it, in that case, there can be something better than other people whoever they come to think about you. So everyone gets the success if they actually believe in consistency, persistency, and discipline. But some people can get it in with a pure hard work or concise by being a pure conscientious person. But some people has to pay that kind of price that they might not have imagined. So this all about your what collaboration and while collaborating with your own self. You have to cooperate, and that's it. Don't be that kind of desperate person. If you are a desperate person, then who would cares about your family, your siblings, your parents? So nobody come to care, man. So even something is really counterproductive for your progress. If there is anything you come to say, there's anything is around you that kind of counterproductive things, then never ever engage in all these kinds of things in your life. So what would you get? You won't gonna get anything from it after engaging in these kinds of the people. Even your mind is counterproductive if you just have if your mind is only filled with what that kind of prejudice. You have your mind used to be super clean, neat and clean at that time. There was, but after over time you put something, you keep something really tedious and hideous things within your mind. So that's why you feel like somehow you start somewhere you never ever come to imagine. So that's it. So what can I say, guys? Mm, this is a deviant thing people come to say, but we mustn't have to believe in a disparity. So disparity, sometimes disparity has merits, but most of the time it has only disadvantages. So don't disrespect. You have to keep everything in equality. If you can, if even you could able to keep everything in balance and equality, so there the vibe can be different. So there can be anyone's vibe better. So it is better if you come to distinct and discuss and differentiate all these things. Discussing all these things can be better. So in only in my perspective, not in your perspectives and other perspectives, there can be nobody's over here to say to be the same person. So everyone's perspective and perception can be different, but somehow if we are actually working about our career, and then we feel like we can get something better than other people. So in that case, what we can able to elate ourselves. Then elating ourselves is always the best and crucial things for our mental health, for psychological things, and can come to improve after what guiding and motivating and inspiring yourself in a proper and positive way. Then otherwise, who would cares about you? So in the initial stage of your hardworking and the when you feel like you was stuck somewhere, but it is the time to get serious. to work on a career, and then but after working for 5 days, around 7 days, you come to feel like what I'm doing, it's really tedious and hideous. I don't want to go, I don't want to move ahead anymore. And this is the same as I used to think, so that what I'm getting from all these things, and for performance is getting all this in a proper, even in a dynamic and proper way. The people you to think, and even yourself is thinking, and this kinds of perspective and perception are you have toward your work. So in that case, you even I would truly and honestly, I want to say you one thing, that even you are feeling, you are feeling like you are not getting anything, but somehow you are gaining what in a micro amount, but you are not feeling, you are not thinking about all these things, but somewhat you are learning, but you don't know what you are doing, you know so this is the simple differences between your reality and what your expectation and imagination. In imagination, you used to think that I would be that person who might not be ever imagined by anyone, but but in reality, you have to hard work, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be so preservative person. Only in that case you come to know. By saying all these things to yourself is not enough. You have to mentally, you have to be strong. Mentally, you have to prepare yourself through working. So once if you would like to be a good person, and if you want to get something improvements even in your life, in that case, firstly you have to work on your mental health. uh, you have to simply, you can start your journey from meditation. So that is the first point of being and turning, and if you like to turn yourself toward and a person who you once you imagine, so all these things. uh, Sometimes when yourself you come to office kit yourself, but office kidding yourself is not that kind of psychological puzzle and that kind of doubt. That simply gives you knowledge and sense to get something and to think, like how uh, uh, other perspectives and perception you can simply amplify. So that's it. uh, Everything's are not over here flexible, as a rubber or anything like that. That kind of elements are not over here presented. You have to, if you are dynamic, and if you actually believe in consistency, discipline, in that case you can also make your mentality like flexible, as the things are over here. We can simply even we can simply become that ubiquitous person. Even something's really empirical, but ephemeral, but if that has a positive impact, then we have to learn, we have to get engaged in all these kinds of things instead of engaging in negative activities or that kind of things. Whatever we come to assume, whatever we come to add up in our life, that can be really tough to understand, to get knowledge about that kind of thing. So if something is if something is someone said, someone already said something, to among the people, and then people come to assume and recognize, consider that, and keep that thing in their mind, within their mind, into their mind as esoteric things. In that case, that they feel like it is seen that they come to know the know the value and the knowledge, and whatever a person said ahead of them, they actually have known each and everything about them. So what if something is what ostensible, but people don't would like to get engaged, and don't would like to get that things anymore. Even in that case, you have to somehow you have to compromise yourself, and then you have to say that I have to get that things, even I'm not understanding. People, even this is a character and the saying of a what mad and crazy person, but you are not a mad. If a person think that I have to get at any more, whatever is gonna happening to me, that will happen to me, but I will always keep standing ahead of my duty responsibilities, or that kind of obligations, or complexities, complicated conditions, even this ca- so all these kinds of things can the appearance of all these kinds of things can be devastating and really devastating. But I would never feel like never ever feel, I'm not afraid of falling in all these kinds of things. I'm already fell in all these things, so but I'm in the process of keep learning, keep growing, or keep giving a chance, keep forgiving the past, that whatever I used to be, so that kind of oppressive things are not from made from not me, but even my condition is so optimal, or I have been through agonizing things, but I don't care about all these things. I'm only what not even I'm only talking about befitting things, and I have to go be a Benny